I just downloaded and opened your plan. I opened it in X12, and that's not compatible with Home Designer Pro 2018, but the mechanics will be the same. Now, I'm not quite sure from what you said in your post where you want this shed roof, but if there's enough headroom, I would probably want it down here connecting to this roof here. That's just me, but you can open the dialog box of the roof plane and find out what its fascia top height is right there. I'm going to copy that to the Windows clipboard, and I'm going to apply it to the shed roof. And when you do this sort of thing, you want to lock the pitch so that the pitch doesn't change when you change the parameters of the thing. Now I'm going to put the ridge height of this shed roof at the fascia top height of the main house. Copy paste, click OK, and bingo. Now the next thing I would be curious about here would be, is there enough headroom? Well, actually it looks like we can raise it up a little bit. Maybe that's because there's gutter there. I'm going to click on that and use transform replicate to move it up 2 inches. That looks a little bit, that's not perfect, but that's a little bit better. It looks like another ½ an inch. .5, okay. Now that looks better visually. Okay, now I'm going to go to floor plan and create a backlit cross section through just that section of the plan. And I want to see how much ceiling height we have here. Then you have to decide as a designer, is that enough? But that's like 7'2". See what I mean? So if you, on this porch here, it's probably set to whatever the system default, yeah, 9 feet. Let's set it to 8 feet. 8 feet I would consider a minimum. And we'll go back, and it's named a porch, and I want a flat ceiling over it. Yeah, you can see the flat ceiling comes out this way and then gets truncated by the roof plane. Now, one thing we could do, I'm going to double click on that dialog and open it. I want the ridge to stay put, so I'm going to lock the ridge and make it 112. See what that does. That's a little bit, that gives you a little more, see, it's cutting into the ceiling here, but that's a little more useful. And then you can change the material on the shed roof. Over here in materials, roof surface, and ridge mold. I don't know there isn't a ridge molding, but it's just a good practice to set these to the same material. And we'll go over here to the library browser, library materials, and find materials and sheet metal and standing seam. And we'll put some white standing seam on it. We'll go back to that isometric camera. You could also do this automatically. It would just, if you're interested, I can go through the steps to do it automatically, but you can see the ceiling's a little truncated by you want the roof to be tilted on especially on this kind of a architectural design. You don't want a flat roof there because it's kind of incongruous with this architectural style. To finish this up, let me close this. I wouldn't make these invisible as you have done. I'm going to take those and make them visible and show you something perhaps you haven't thought of. I want them to be railing walls and visible. I'll go to rail style, and I want open, no balusters, and no bottom rail, no top rail. Then we'll go over to, excuse me, newels and balusters, and click on newel posts. Go to the library and pick something that's architecturally correct for this style of architecture. Under millwork columns, I'm just going to go basic, and we'll use that one. I think that looks okay. And we'll set the dimension on it to 12 inches. And I want the spacing to be 11 feet, 132. And I want the that to show that and that, but not, excuse me, I don't want to draw rails. And the purpose of that is so I can see these in the plan view. I don't want the half posts. I forgot about that. I always forget about that. Open those side walls and go over to the rail style, and I don't want any auto half posts. So I get rid of those little guys there. Whoop, didn't get it on this side. I must have, sometimes when you should select, it doesn't select both walls. It looks like it did, but it didn't. Well, why is that grayed out? Let me just draw over that. When an object doesn't comply with your orders, you know, my advice is to create another. Well, it's showing up. Oh, okay, there it is. I missed the wrong setting. It's always the wrong setting. None. So now we'll get rid of that bump there. Okay. Now we'll go back to the 3D. And oh, I missed another setting. We get all three walls. My bad. I think it's in rail style. I thought that was checked, but it wasn't. That's what I want. That's what I wanted to show you. You can see now these are hanging over the edge. The way you handled that, I forgot that as well. We'll get all three walls. And it's in the newels and balusters tab here, and there's an offset. You can turn this. Well, I can't see the edge of, I can see the edge of the beam. So you really want the column not under the center like that, but so I'm going to change the offset to 4 inches. See how that moves that offset so that it's in alignment with the edge of the column? I think that's better. You be the judge. See, it moves it back, puts a post on the, and you can see here in plan view that it actually does that. I think this is perfect for this style of architecture. I'm not totally crazy about it, but if you want a covered porch and you want it to tie in with the existing roof without, you know, reinventing the wheel, that'd be a way to do it. Okay, hope this helps you. If it doesn't, hey, I tried. Have a great day.